When cameras stopped rolling, something terrifying was happening inside Kim Kardashian's body. Something no amount of fame, money, or control could protect her from. For years, she's been the woman who never flinched, holding her family, her businesses, and her image together like a fortress. But in a quiet hospital room, away from the flashbulbs and filters, the truth finally surfaced. A doctor leaned over her MRI scan and said 5 words that froze her completely. There was a little aneurysm. For a moment, she didn't breathe. On the surface, it sounded small, little. But anyone who's ever heard that word in the same sentence as brain knows that it changes everything. A brain aneurysm. A fragile bubble of pressure. The kind that can burst without warning. It's the kind of thing that makes you rethink every all-nighter, every argument, every sleepless flight. The moment aired in a brief teaser for the Kardashians Season 7. A clip barely a few seconds long. Kim lying perfectly still inside an MRI scanner, then emerging pale but composed, whispering to her family, "There was a little aneurysm." Kourtney's eyes widened instantly. The room fell silent. For the first time, the cameras captured not a headline or a feud, but fear. The doctor's verdict? Just stress. 2 words that sound simple until you remember who Kim Kardashian really is. A mother of 4, a business empire, a law student, an actress, a public figure who can't step outside without it becoming a headline. Her life has been a marathon of pressure, and for the first time, her body was done keeping quiet. In that same teaser, Kim's composure began to crack. One scene showed her crying over the bar exam, another breaking down while talking about Kanye. "I'm happy it's over," she said softly. "My ex will be in my life no matter what. We have 4 kids together." Then, almost in disbelief, she whispered, "Last night, I was like, why the is this happening?" It wasn't just exhaustion. It was grief, bottled up through years of pretending to be fine. To the world, she's a symbol of control. But behind that symbol was a woman trying to protect 4 little lives from chaos. "They're gonna know things," she said about her kids. "They're gonna grow up. They're gonna see. So my job as a mom is to make sure that when that behavior is happening, they're protected." That sentence, calm, deliberate, and heartbreakingly human, said everything. She wasn't just fighting a health scare. She was fighting the weight of holding a family together when the world wanted it to fall apart, and her body was keeping score. During the same episode, Kim revealed something else. Her psoriasis had returned for the first time since her divorce. The stress had literally shown up on her skin. "I haven't had psoriasis since I got divorced," she said quietly, "and it just started coming back." The same skin that built her beauty brand was now the surface where her anxiety lived. Doctors told her the aneurysm was small, not life-threatening, but it was a signal, an alarm bell ringing quietly beneath her glamorous life. Most aneurysms never rupture, but they don't need to. They serve as reminders that no one, not even Kim Kardashian, is invincible. In the days after her diagnosis, Kim didn't vanish or spin the story. Instead, she spoke about it openly. She told her family. She filmed it. She let the world see her scared, maybe for the first time. That choice changed everything. It wasn't a publicity move. It was a warning, not from a celebrity, but from a human being pushed to her edge. Her fans noticed the shift immediately. The woman who built her career on perfection was now talking about pressure, mental strain, and self-care. And for millions of people silently battling their own stress, that openness hit home. It wasn't about pity. It was about connection. In interviews that followed, Kim reflected on co-parenting with Kanye. "It's not easy," she admitted, "but I raise the kids full-time. They live with me. I welcome a healthy relationship with their dad. I push for it all the time." Her tone was steady, but it carried the exhaustion of someone who'd learned the hardest truth of all. Sometimes peace isn't found in escape, but in endurance. She once said, "People think I have the luxury of walking away." That line, layered with quiet defiance, explains everything. Kim's life is a performance of strength. And now, a lesson in what happens when strength has limits. But instead of breaking, she rebuilt. She went back to filming. She continued her law studies. She began filming All's Fair, a legal drama mirroring the battles she's lived. Yet behind the scripts and sets, something had changed. The woman who once ran toward chaos now speaks about rest, boundaries, and balance. Maybe that's what this whole journey was really about. Not a diagnosis, but a discovery. That even the strongest need stillness. That sometimes the body says what the heart refuses to. For Kim Kardashian, this isn't the end of a storyline. It's the beginning of a quieter chapter. A reminder that behind the filters and fame, there's a heartbeat that almost gave up under pressure. But instead of hiding it, she shared it. Because for once, Kim isn't breaking down. She's breaking open.